Let's do a studio tour. First, I want to talk about my wall. All of these black shapes that you see on the wall here are pieces of a peel and stick vinyl that I custom cut and put up here to give myself a little bit more of that kind of street style feel. And I love it because it's very me, but also I can just peel them right off the wall when I'm done and I don't have to worry about repainting because I'm a renter. And then I'll direct your attention up here to my keepsake shelf that just has a bunch of stuff that's like important to me or is just like stuff from my past that I like to look at every now and then. Shout out to Sailor Mercury that my boyfriend got me from this random ramen place in San Francisco. And my best friend Kayla. And look, there's Mars, there's Fourth Rock Nails. She came to visit and we took this really cute picture. So then when you look a little more at my wall, you'll see all of my racks. So I've got everything organized by brand here. This is really how I prefer to work because I know if I'm looking for a particular product, I go for the brand first and then I go to the collection and then I can find the product. So we've got Cocoist up top. It flows into Nail Thoughts and then it flows into PLA. I've got American Creator, CND, Ready, Orly over here, kind of the more random ones. But I love the way that these look up here in the background of my Mondays Masters videos. And then the PLA ones are so satisfying on the shelf. I had to have them up here. This is boring. This is just a bunch of random like filming shit cords and all that stupid stuff. I'm not even going to bother. And then this is Cocoist Tower. This is 5 of their black gel boxes that you can get on their website that I've stacked on top of each other. And this is where I keep all of my potted Japanese gels. So I try to keep this pretty organized, but sometimes it gets away from me. I've got all of the 4-gram potted gels up here from the Cocoist line. And then in here is all of the discontinued magnetic gels that I'm probably going to phase out eventually and replace this shelf with something new. And then in here, I've got my art gels, and then, so that's the markers line, and then the Nail Thoughts pots, because I really do usually reach for the bottles, but the pots are there just in case I need them. And then past that, everything is organized by number. I've got them all labeled right on the side here, so if I know I'm looking for something like 305, I can go right in here, and 305 is going to be right there. That's Hibiscus Red. Really cute color. I feel like every artist or every nail tech at some point in their life has had these IKEA shelves. I picked these up on Facebook Marketplace. They used to be used for some child's Lego collection. I am very jealous of that child, but now they hold my nail collection. So very top shelf here is going to be brushes and kind of random sundries and stuff. So brushes, pens and things, and then like sponges, extra lint-free wipes, and extra foils. Second drawer here is my abrasives drawer. So this is where you will find all my buffers, files, replaceable files, sanding bands, and eval bits. This is my enhancements drawer. So this is where you will find all of my gel-lips. My whole gel-lip collection is here. And then I've got some dual forms in the back that I'm still going to get into playing with, sculpting forms, and then just kind of some spacer boxes because I needed things to kind of stay in the front of the drawer. It drives me crazy when they kind of slide back. So these are just like old Cocoist shipment boxes that I threw back here so that things wouldn't slide back. This drawer is pretty fun. This one is the Nail Thoughts Gel Color Collection. So when I open it up, I have these like lipstick organizers that Katie tagged on her page a long time ago. Just get them on Amazon. They're meant for lipsticks, but they're perfect for the Nail Thoughts gel colors. And I have them all organized by number all the way across. And then there's some like random stuff over here, like inks and things like that. This next drawer is kind of boring, I think, but it is kind of all of my larger pots and then things that I haven't really tried out too much yet. So if I get new systems to try out and I haven't really tried them out yet, I keep them in here. And then when I have my model clients that I want to try new stuff on, I know that I can go in here, I can take a look. So like I've got some Ready products, some American Creator gels, and then there's a new Magic Gel system that I haven't tried out yet. I've heard a lot about this one, but I haven't really dove into it yet. So when I'm ready to try it out, I'll bring it to the table. If I like it, it'll eventually make its way onto my polished shelves. And then this very bottom drawer down here is kind of a whatever drawer. It's got a lot of random stuff, so products I don't really use too much. Some extra tips for when I want to try stuff out, some doubles and overstock, and then my tip graveyard for when I try tips. I want to try some designs and I really like them, and then I finish them and I don't want to throw them out. They end up in here. Why am I emotionally attached to this? This is my favorite drawer. This is like my fun stuff. So in here you will find lots of sparkly things, lots of chrome. You guys know I love my chrome, so I'm in here a lot. And I've got it organized kind of vaguely. So I'm like sparkly, chromy, other chromy, and then not sparkly. So over here is glitters and flakies and mylars and stuff like that. In here is my loose chrome powders. In here you will find chrome pens as well as chrome palettes that are really fun to play with. And then in this last one, you'll find pigment powders, things like terrazzo flakes and dried flowers that don't have a glitter to them. And then I've also got pressed pigment powders in here. So literally sparkly, shiny, different kind of shiny, not shiny, but fun. And then because it made sense in my brain, I put all of my other kind of accessory products in here underneath it. So the second drawer, I've got foils, foil packs, In here is all like hardware and charms. I don't really have a ton of hardware and charms. It's not something I do a lot, but they needed somewhere to go, so they're here. And then just like random things like the Cocoist Aurora foils that needed a little home. Made sense to put them in here. So there they are. And then the bottom four drawers here are kind of undesignated. It's mostly just like paperwork and books, but I know if I ever need a hand, I've got one. This is the last little stop on the product tour. This is a Nail Thoughts gel box. I needed somewhere to put all my stickers though. Everybody gives me stickers when I meet them. I feel like everybody loves stickers and I have so many. I needed somewhere to just like descend upon with stickers. So I decided it was going to be my Nail Thoughts gel box. And this is just where I keep any overstock of Cocoist products in particular. I tend to get a decent amount of overflow of Cocoist products, so they end up in here just so I know where to go. I do get a lot of comments on my table. I love my table. It is like a plain wing shape, and it's completely stainless steel, so you can disinfect and sterilize this surface. It does take a little extra time because of all the rivets, but I will put up with that because I love it. And yes, I do want to get a piece of glass cut for it, but to get a plain wing shaped piece of glass cut is very expensive. Honorable mention to these three pieces of art on my wall. These are my loves. My two partners and I went to a place called Shot of Art in Chicago, and it's like an interactive painting experience. And they did like a flow art experience with us, and we made these. So this is Bradley, this is Johnny, and this is me. So there you go. That's where the magic happens. It's nothing crazy, but it's home.